Hello students, today we are going to study chapter 19, that is excretory products and their elimination. So first of all, let us understand what is excretion. We all know that excretion, it is a process of removal of nitrogenous waste, harmful metabolic waste from organism's body. Now, how is this excretion useful to us? It maintains the correct ionic balance. It maintains the correct amount of water in the body, and it removes the toxic substances from the body. So it does not allow the toxic substances to rise in the body, because if the toxic substances are going to rise, it is going to lead to some disease, as well as our immunity will be adversely affected if the toxic substances is going to rise. So this is the use of excretion. Now let's talk about the different types of excretion. Now, there are three different types of excretion depending upon what type of nitrogenous waste is excreted out of the body. If organisms excrete out ammonia out of the body, then they are ammonotelic organisms, and mostly bony fishes are aquatic, are ammonotelic, because ammonia requires large amount of water to be excreted out of the body. Then organisms which excrete out urea are uricotelic, and they are mammals and amphibians, and some bony fishes and cartilaginous fishes. If organisms, they remove out uric acid from their body, then it's known as uricotelic. And examples are birds, many reptiles, insects, snails, they are uricotelic. They excrete out uric acid. Now let's understand the different excretory system in different organisms. In protozoa, simple diffusion takes place from the body surface into the surrounding water. Porifera and coelentrates, there also almost all the cells bathe in the water, so simple diffusion. Platyhelminthes and nematodes, they have excretory organ known as flame cell. Annelids, the excretory organ is nephridia. In arthropods, it's green glands or Malpighian tubules. In mollusks, it is again nephridia, but it's known as metanephridia. In echinodermata, it's the water vascular system which helps in excreting out the waste material. In reptile, birds and mammals, the excretory system is kidneys. Now, let's talk about the human excretory system. Students, human excretory system consists of a pair of kidney. You can see over here, there is a pair of kidney, right? A pair of ureter, from the kidney comes out a pair of ureter, and which opens into the urinary bladder, and this urinary bladder opens outside through urethra. Now this kidney, where is it located? It is located at the back of the abdomen. The two kidneys are present on the either side of the backbone. It is bean-shaped. And you can see the kidney is notched inside like this. You can see it over here clearly. So this is the concave side and it's called the hilum. As well as you can see over here, the dorsal aorta. You can see the dorsal aorta. It brings us in the oxygenated but impure blood, and this dorsal aorta divides to form the renal artery. The renal artery takes in the blood inside. And as well as you can see over here, the inferior vena cava. From the kidney comes out the renal vein. You can see a small renal vein on the back side here, and it comes and joins the inferior vena cava. It is the blood which is free of nitrogenous waste. Next, let's study the structure of the kidney. Now let's see the structure of the kidney, the internal structure of the kidney. The kidney is covered by a renal capsule. It is 3 layered. This thin layer of connective tissue is surrounding the kidney, which forms the renal capsule. I just now told you that over here, there is a concave shape of the kidney, which is known as the hilum. This is the center of the inner concave surface of the kidney. Yeah, you can see it highlighted over here. And from the hilum enters or exits the ureter, the blood vessel, the nerves. It's the entry point, or it comes out from this hilum. Then, just next to the hilum, there is a funnel-shaped space just inside the hilum. Just inside the hilum over here, you can see this whole space. This is a funnel-shaped space, which is known as the renal pelvis. Now, this renal pelvis, it has projections. If you can see, I'll show you. The renal pelvis has got projections. These are the projections of the renal pelvis. These projections of the renal pelvis is known as calyx. Now, there are two types of calyx. These ones which I have just now shown you, or I'll use a highlighter to show you. 1 minute. If you can see over here, these are the minor calyx, right? And this portion where this laser pen is, this is the major calyx. This portion is the major calyx. Now, the kidney is divided into two parts. The outer part known as the cortex. You can see over here, this is the cortex. And the inner part is the medulla. The medulla has got medullary pyramids. You can see. This is the medullary pyramid. Let me show it to you again. This is the medullary pyramid. These are the medullary pyramids. And if you can see the medullary pyramid, one end of the medullary pyramid is inside the calyx. Over here. This is too clear. It's inside the calyx. Now, the cortex, the space, if you can see over here, the space between the two medullary pyramids, the cortex extends over here and it is known as renal column, or it's also known as column of Bertini. Now, we all know that the structural and functional unit of kidney is known as nephron, right? What is it known as? Nephron. Like each nephron, it is made up of two things, that is the Malpighian body and renal tubule. Each Malpighian body is again made up of Bowman's capsule and glomerulus. So you can see over here, the blue shape, it's a cup-shaped Bowman's capsule, the cup-shaped Bowman's capsule, and inside the Bowman's capsule, there is a network of capillaries. Let me change the color, then it will be more visible. This is the network of capillaries within the Bowman's capsule. This network of capillary is known as glomerulus. You can see over here the afferent arteriole, which is a wider one. The renal artery enters the kidney and divides into afferent arteriole. And this afferent arteriole comes and divides to form a glomerulus, and this reunites and comes out as efferent arteriole. The efferent arteriole is narrower. This Bowman's capsule leads into the tubule. The blue portion you can see, this is the tubule. And the First part of the tubule is known as proximal convoluted tubule. This is the first part of the tubule, right, till here. Then this tubule, it forms a U-shaped, you can see over here, this is the U-shaped loop of Henle. And then the last part of the tubule, that is the distal convoluted tubule, the DCT. The distal convoluted tubule opens into the collecting duct. Distal convoluted tubule of many nephrons open into one collecting duct. Now, if we talk about the efferent arteriole, the efferent arteriole comes out of the Bowman's capsule and it divides to form peritubular capillary. You can see the capillary network. This capillary network is surrounding the tubule. And the portion of capillary which is surrounding the loop of Henle over here, if you can see this green color, I'm showing it, this part, this is known as vasa recta. Now children, in this video, we have talked till the structure of nephron. And in the next video, I'll be telling you about the urine formation. Okay, till then, thank you.